Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Zared Egestal with you, and Blake Walker will be joining us here in just a couple of minutes. It's time for the number 3 seed, the Ankeny Hawkettes, and the number 6 seed, the Urbandale Jayhawks. Let's go downstairs for today's introductions. Welcome back courtside as we get set for this 3 versus 6 matchup. The number 3 seed, the Ankeny Hawkettes, and the number 6 seed, the Urbandale Jayhawks. And of course, you heard there announced Coach Dave Limes, 38 years coaching. He is one of the best coaches you will find here in the state of Iowa in volleyball coaches, and his teams do it the right way, and a very good coach at that. 24 state tournament teams he has brought here, which is the most by any coach in Iowa volleyball history, and he's been coaching 18 years now at Ankeny. 1,078 wins to just 182 losses.
I mean, he just knows how to win. He knows how to bring good programs here to Cedar Rapids. He's brought another good one this year, defending state champions. You got that target on your back, and Ankeny's going to have to really deal with that going forward. Urbandale has a lot to get ahead of. You lost to this team earlier in the season. It's time for a little bit of a revenge tour, a little bit of a comeback. Winner gets Pleasant Valley. This is going to be a fun match. And
before we begin our match, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of these two teams playing in today's match. Thank you, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Before we start, also, we should mention that number 1 Iowa City Liberty and number 8 Johnston are in a 5th set, so we're underway with our second quarterfinal. Court number 1 still at quarterfinal number 1, and we see a block for Urbandale to start things off, and it's 10-12. I know Johnston had the lead at one point. I'm not sure who has the 2-point lead right now, but somebody is just 3 points away from going to the semifinals, and that's what we mentioned earlier as we see an ace serve. Urbandale with a quick lead here on the defending Class 5A champs, the Hawkettes. One last thing about Iowa City Liberty and Johnson. We mentioned before our first matchup that it could be anybody in Class 5A from number 8 to number 1, but we thought that Iowa City Liberty was kind of the ones to beat as the number 1 seed, but Johnston showing right away why any team can win it.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen in this tournament. We're seeing that across the way from us. Anything can happen right here between Ankeny and Urbandale.
Yeah, and we see a good one. Ava Reynolds, University of Denver recruit, and she gets started with a kill, averaging about 4 kills per set. For Ankeny, gets the Hawkettes on the board, trailing the Urbandale Jayhawks 2-1. We've got a whistle as we've got a shoe being tied. Tia Lazard was a part of that first block for Urbandale to get them on the board. She is down tying her shoe. Now we're underway. Now Lazard will just tip it over. Taken by the Hawkettes, who are in the purple jerseys. That's the Ankeny Hawkettes there. And those purples, great defensive play. Olette will turn into an Urbandale point, but Olette flashing the defense right away.
Yeah, Roush just not enough to put it over top of the net. Urbandale's off to a nice little hot start. Ankeny got to kind of still wake up here.
Tia Lazard will serve here for Urbandale. And the Hawkettes find a point. They do. Side out, Hawkettes as Laney Drown.
It's really interesting, especially when these two teams have played twice already and they've split both games. So you know what to expect from one another. That's why we think this game is going to be just so evenly matched between these two.
That was Reynolds with her second kill a moment ago. As they flash it up on the board now. We had a substitution. They were redoing the substitutions, brought to you by IMT. Be worry free with IMT at IMT@IMS.com. Ace serve for the Hawkettes. That's Maddie Fells, 5'7" senior defensive specialist. The Hawkettes wore these jerseys for their pink out night when they lost to Ankeny Centennial at home in that matchup between Ankeny Centennial, who we just saw lose to Pleasant Valley in the first quarterfinal rounds.
Nice block.
Big hammer there.
That's Maddie Fells. I mean, Maddie's so good, 5'7" senior. She's going to be a tough one to guard, especially for the Hawkettes.
Riley Peters, a 5'10" senior setter, will also play in the defense as well. Here's Reynolds. Man, oh man, Ava Reynolds is hard to defend. When she winds up, watch out.
It's all her right now. I mean, the Jayhawks are going to have to get a little bit better of a response because Reynolds is having her way, doing all she can right now for her teammates.
And we'll see a serve coming now for Ava Reynolds, the 5'11 senior outside hitter. She has 3 kills of the 4 Hawkette points. She has 3 kills. Did that one hit the floor? It did. Urbandale thought they had saved it. The Hawkettes said, no, I think that hit the floor, and it will be a point for Ankeny Centennial. Won't go down as a stat there for Ava Reynolds, but it comes on her serve. It did go down as an ace serve. I thought that it had been hit a couple of times, but they did score it officially as an ace. So Reynolds with 3 kills and an ace will see a double hit on Urbandale, and it's the Hawkettes back in front by 2 now. As Urbandale started with a big run to start the game, and here come the Hawkettes. Ava Reynolds, that's just impossible. How do you play defense on that serve?
It's so quick. I mean, she's so good in every single position she hops into. I mean, Urbandale's going to have to figure something out, but when Ava Reynolds has the ball in her hands, it is almost impossible to stop her.
She's the 5A leader in aces this year. She already has 2 of them. That time, though, it sends it just a little bit long. 2 aces and 3 kills for Ava Reynolds, and the Hawkettes lead by 2 over the Jayhawks of Urbandale, 7-5 in this Class 5A quarterfinal matchup. The winner will get number 2 seeded Pleasant Valley. Will it be Ankeny and Pleasant Valley in the semifinals? This time it will be a point for the Jayhawks, or will Urbandale say, hey, watch out for us?
That was a really smart play by Urbandale, just to wait and do what they had to do. There is a upset on the other side.
Yeah, Johnston is just the number 8 seed. Johnston has just upset number 1 seeded Iowa City Liberty across the way, as you probably see them piling in. Here we see a kill for Harpenow. Olivia Harpenow, the 5'9" senior middle hitter, wears number 7. 8 seeded Johnston on to the semifinals in 5A, folks. We said it earlier, it was wide open. It's even more wide open now with 1 seeded Iowa City Liberty out. That one's in. Good job there by Urbandale. Back to within 1.
Able to stay in front of it. I mean, they're not staying lax. They're staying up near the net, and that's really helping the Jayhawks try to stay ahead of Ankeny here.
It was 2 straight wins by Johnston, by the way. Iowa City Liberty had a 2-1 lead, and then 2 straight sets won by Johnston. We mentioned in our match, if we would have gone to a 5, once you get to 5, it doesn't matter. Throw everything else that happened out the window. 16-14 is how that one ended. 9-7 here between Ankeny and Urbandale. And we'll see a serve coming. And she stepped on the line.
It looked like she went a little bit over.
Yep. Adeline Goodwin, the server, stepped on the line. It'll be a point for Urbandale. And we'll see a IMT substitution. Sarah England, the 5'7" senior defensive specialist, is in to serve. Out.
I think Ankeny thought they had that there for a second. It looked like Schrader thought she had it, and her teammate Roush thought it was able to fit in, but just missed the line by a little bit.
Aowen Schrader, one of the key pieces for the Hawkettes in their state championship win last year. It sends it a bit long. Does Lexi Stevens. Just a bit long on that one. She was on the 5A All-Tournament team. Schrader was. Owen Schrader on the 5A All-Tournament team last year. She's going to go after one here, and that's a kill.
That's tough. I mean, that's just really hard. Schrader, the velocity when she hits it, it's so hard for the opposing teams to make a good play on it. Schrader's only a sophomore, and she's making these plays.
This Urbandale team tied up here with the Hawkettes of Ankeny. They finished second in the CIML Central. Both of these teams in the CIML, but in different divisions of the CIML. That one is long. Sent long by Nepper, Lauren Nepper. She was a second-team all-conference performer this year for Urbandale on that CIML Central team. And we see a service ace for Ankeny now. Teams trading points.
A couple errors there by Ankeny here early in the serve category. You don't really see that out of them. Again, it's just the first set, so you can't really think much of it. Both teams kind of crawling through here, just going through the motions.
Taken by the Hawkettes. Set by Goodwin, and a kill. Man, oh man.
That was right along the line. That was really well done.
And that's what makes her so dangerous is she's not going to go to the middle and always allow you to dig it. She's going to go and tiptoe that line, and either it's going to be out and your point or it's going to be in, and it's just going to be a perfect kill for Reynolds. She has 4. There's Lazard. She sends it just a bit long.
A couple times she's tried that, just kind of missed it by that much. They'll start to fall here soon, but she's got the right idea.
Myra Carlson in to serve as an IMT substitution for the Hawkettes. From the back row, Carlson tipped, and it's in. Behind the 10-foot line from the back row. You're not going to see her score a whole bunch for the back row, but that time she does.
There was a great save by Olette on that backside for Ankeny. That was huge, and that really set up that point for the Hawkettes.
Carlson serves again. They're going to set it up to Lazard. She sends it over, taken by the Hawkettes of Ankeny. Pushed over by Roush. Here comes Urbandale. Block.
Nice block.
That's Harpenau and Roush the block. The tandem block for the Hawkettes. Timeout Ankeny. Timeout Urbandale. A 4-point lead for the Hawkettes. Back after this.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Our broadcast today is powered by our friends at Mid-American Energy Company. Zerinaga Stahl along with Blake Walker with you here. 15-11 is the lead for the number 3 seeded Hawkettes, trying to defend their state championship from a year ago and trying to meet back up with Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, and their competitor in that title game, Iowa City Liberty, obviously taken down just a couple minutes ago by Johnston. So we're going to have a new team in the championship for sure this season. Ankeny's trying to make sure they get back.
They're going to set it up to Lazard. It's blocked again. Big block over there for Ankeny. Ava Reynolds this time with Harpenau. And you see them getting excited, pushing each other around a little bit, trying to get the spirits up.
I've always said that I think when teams are that together and you have those type of little celebrations and whatnot, they are hard to beat, especially when they're on a roll.
And the receive of the serve comes all the way back to Ankeny, and I think we're in the net, yeah. Roush was in the net there when she tried to go over with that. The official's right on top of it. Calls it quickly, and that's a big point, even though it was Ankeny that made the error. Big point, though, for Urbandale as they trail by just 4. Lazard will serve. Reynolds, they're going to set it up, and it goes out. Great job there by Harpenau.
I mean, how hard she hits it really forces Urbandale that you have to make an adjustment real quick, and if you don't, you're going to have to just bounce it around, and that's what Ava Reynolds gets you for the Hawkettes.
Juniors, Jessa Wallace is an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT and IMT INS. Not bad to bring somebody off the bench that stands at 6 foot. Definitely helpful.
Yeah.
And we've got a whistle. Double hit is going to be called on Urbandale. They were going after an attack there, but before the attack, we have a whistle and a double hit.
Been a couple miscues by Urbandale so far. That's kind of helped the Hawkettes take the lead that they have.
Sent out. So the Jayhawks will get a point back to within 5, 18-13. As we see Peters, Riley Peters, back to serve, 5'10" senior. She was a first-team all-conference performer for Urbandale this year in the CIML Central. And there's a big kill in the middle.
That time, Urbandale didn't have anyone on that far right corner, and that's just Ava Reynolds being Ava Reynolds. She'll find that spot. And don't look now, but Schrader, who had a big impact there early, checks right back in for the Hawkettes. She already has 2 kills.
2 kills. She was a 5A all-tournament team selection last year. Wow, Urbandale kept that one alive. I don't know how, but they did. Here's Schrader. And it's going to turn into a point for Urbandale. Schrader made that play happen. Played with her sister on last year's team.
That was an awkward hit up into the net. Urbandale just didn't really know what they wanted to do. Did they want to try to get it across or just wait?
Schrader serving. Kept alive. Here's Ankeny from the 10-foot line. Schrader over. Big strike from Urbandale. Great job there by Dykstra, the top hitter in Class 5A, and you know why. Lily Dykstra showing her muscles there, gets her second kill.
603 kills on the season to be exact. Now 605, obviously. She is unbelievable in that front court for Urbandale.
So two of the best hitters you're going to find in the state right here, Ava Reynolds and Lily Dykstra. Whistle. Point is going to go to Ankeny, a double hit on Urbandale. A couple of those we've had. Of course, a first-team all-conference performer there for Dykstra. Stands at 6 foot, outside hitter. She's a junior. She's hitting .313 along with those 605 kills she has this year, including the two tonight, hitting .313 this season for Urbandale. That is an incredible hitting percentage. And add on to that hitting percentage. No, excuse me, that was Nepper.
Haven't called Lexi Stevens' name for Ankeny a ton. She got kind of caught up there, tried to make the best play she could there in the backcourt. Urbandale starting to put a little bit of pressure here on the Hawkettes. Nice dig.
From the back row. And it's a kill. Now you can add on to that hitting percentage for Dykstra. She gets a kill from the back row.
I think Stevens thought maybe she got underneath that, but the official called that she didn't. But Dykstra is able to put that in the perfect spot.
Hughes will serve, and it's an ace right on the back end. Meredith Hughes has now 38 serving aces on the year. She came in with 37. Incredible. Oh, how about two in a row?
They're finding their rhythm here. I mean, this is just what Urbandale needs to do to stay in this match. They're going to take a timeout to try to counter.
And Ankeny is going to have to take a timeout as the Jayhawks back into it. 21-18, the three-point match. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are.
Obsessively
relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Zara Negastal, Blake Walker with you. Both these two teams had tough roads to get here, but they were able to get those teams and get here.
Yeah, Urbandale takes down Des Moines Lincoln and Council Bluffs Lincoln. Both take down the Lincolns 3-0 to get here. Ankeny took down Waukee and Iowa City High to get to the state tournament once again. Nice block.
And, yeah, good job there by Lazard getting the block for Urbandale. Lazard again pushes it back to the Ankeny side. Now Urbandale, able to set it up.
Whoa!
Just a little tap over by Wallace. There's that 6-foot frame.
They were not expecting that. I mean, that's just Wallace able to step it up, get it right across. Urbandale was expecting an assist possibly.
Adeline Goodwin is back in for Ankeny. She will be serving. She is our IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Goodwin serve received by Dykstra. Nepper sends it over. Oh, and Schrader. Goodness gracious, that was hit hard.
Talk about almost a great save by Dykstra. I mean, she was right there too.
Urbandale will take a timeout. You mentioned it was a good attempt at a dig, but Schrader just absolutely crushed that one. 23-18, 2 points away for the Hawkettes. We're back after this.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are.
Obsessively
relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And our tournament is presented by our friends at the Iowa Farm Bureau. So supportive of the Iowa girl, and we thank the Iowa Farm Bureau for all they do for these Iowa girls. Lazard, hello. And she's able to kill that one.
She's a freak athlete. I mean, just incredible hops, everything else. An embodiment of what her brother is for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, she just does everything right.
Alan Lazard, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, former Iowa State Cyclone. The Cyclone fans out there know exactly what Alan brings to the table. That one's sent long. One of a highly anticipated recruit for Iowa State back when he was still in high school here at Urbandale. And everybody was so excited to get him to Iowa State, get him to Ames, and he proved just why. There's an ace serve for Dykstra. She's proving just why she's
I tell you what,
one of the best.
This was looking like Ankeny's match to lose, and now all of a sudden, or set to lose, and now all of a sudden Urbandale's fighting back in. A couple of mistakes here by the Hawkettes.
They're keeping it alive. They are, Urbandale. And we are within 1 point, 22-23. It looked like it was the Hawkettes who were going to cruise to a set one victory. Urbandale says not so fast, as England will send it over. Schrader in.
Back to your bread and butter.
Yep. When you need a key point, you go to Schrader. She gets it for you, and now the Hawkettes just 1 point away from getting the set that they felt earlier was their set. Urbandale trying to say not so fast, but here come the Hawkettes trying to close it out. And it will be Olette who will serve. 5'5" senior defensive specialist. Reynolds, will she get an opportunity with it? She does. Just a little finesse shot for Reynolds. Good dig for Olette. Back to Reynolds. Blocked.
That's a good block right there.
Yep. And a lift is called against Ankeny. And Lazard is excited as she should be.
Yeah, I mean, she's just getting up every single time. She's challenging Reynolds right at the net. That's what you got to do if you're going to beat Ankeny.
Serve.
Oh, what a play by Stevens.
Stevens with a great dig.
Look out.
Had to play it, keep it out of the net. Urbandale keeps it alive. Urbandale has to have this point, and they're selling out for it. No, it'll be Ankeny. 25-23 the final. You knew that Urbandale needed that point to stay alive in the set. They were selling out for it, going into the nets, diving all over for it, but it is Ankeny who comes away with a 25-23 victory here in set number one, and hopefully we're in for a good one here between the 3 seed and the 6 seed. We have set number 2 coming your way next on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
We are so much more
Than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are.
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Zerada Gastal, Blake Walker with you here on court number 2. And hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and tuition less than $20,000 plus tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. Central.edu, Central College. What a great institution that is. Back here for set number 2 between the number 3 seed Ankeny and the number 6 seed Urbandale. As we saw Ankeny hit 258 as a team there in set number 1. They were just hitting the ball incredibly. Reynolds, 4 kills, 2 service aces, just playing out of her mind.
I mean, she's been what we expected. I guess that's the right word for it. Ankeny got ahead there. Urbandale made a late charge, so the Jayhawks have a lot of momentum in them. I mean, fell short there, but I think we're in for a really good set number 2 here.
It'll be a service coming from Ankeny. They will have this serve first here in set 2. Is Olette will serve it. Taken by Urbandale. Dykstra is blocked. And it's going to be a whistle and a point for Ankeny. A double hit called against Urbandale. Good block there for the Hawkettes.
I think that's probably either the second or third double hit by Urbandale. Common mistake here so far by the Jayhawks.
Pushed over, floated over, and Urbandale does a great job of batting that one to the back row. Lazard, they wanted a over the net or a roofing call there. Not going to happen. As the official, you saw Coach look over at the official, and you saw him kind of shake his head as in he knew what Coach was looking for and was saying, no, it wasn't there. We're tied at 1. They set it up to Reynolds. Kill. Ava Reynolds. Harpenau will come back in. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. As Ankeny Centennial has made their way from the locker room area, coming out here to support their crosstown rivals. And that one's going to be sent long, be a point for Urbandale. Of course, can't speak for them, but I would assume if they're not playing against each other, I would assume they want their friends from across town.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you're always in contact with them. I mean, again, we can't speak for them, but, represent your city well. And
Dykstra. Talk about representing your city, Urbandale.
You talk about the perfect play. I mean, Dykstra sets it up so perfectly.
And Dykstra crushes that one. We'll see a serve coming. Riley Peters, 5'10 senior. Diving serve taken by Reynolds. They're going to send it right back to her. Oh my!
Now they're just playing with each other.
Oh goodness! Reynolds received it, passed it to her setter. Her setter got it back to her perfectly, and nobody is receiving that.
We're watching 2 of the best athletes in the state right now, and they're both going at it, trying to get their team in front.
Maddie Fells will serve for Ankeny. Dykstra, she comes back and says, hey, me too. Dykstra, Reynolds battling it out here as Urbandale in front, 5 kills now for Dykstra. She will serve.
It's almost like there, Dykstra kind of told herself, she's like, all right, let's calm back down. Let's bring it back to earth. You don't want to get too high on yourself. Ties the game right back up, though, for Ankeny.
4-4 is our score. That one tips over the net, taken nicely by Urbandale from the back row. Dykstra in! Right on the back line. Lily Dykstra, we are all witnesses.
And the crazy thing is, she's just a junior. I mean, she will be back next year. I mean, this is incredible what she's able to do for Urbandale so far.
On the back side, but before will be a double hit called on Ankeny. They were going to the back to Harpenau, but a double hit is called against the Hawkettes, and we'll see a serve and a lead. Urbandale by 2. This is a crucial set, not do or die set for the Jayhawks, as that one floated by Hughes into the net, but a crucial one for Urbandale, as folks that joined us for our first game, the 2-seed Pleasant Valley beating the 7-seed Ankeny Centennial, also saw, we mentioned it at that point too, that set number 2 after losing set 1, very crucial. Reynolds.
What a play by Stevens.
Kept alive, and Stevens doesn't just lay down and wait for it. She gets back up and gets right back into the play. Will set to Reynolds. Dug out in the back row. Peters back for Ankeny now. Kept alive. Set up to Lazard, and she kills it.
Lazard is so electric on the court, but her celebrations afterwards gotta fire this team up. I mean, she's so fun to watch.
Sarah Inglewood is in to serve. She's an IMT substitute. Should be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Schrader in. Eowyn Schrader with a kill for Ankeny. And a couple of IMT substitutions there for the Hawkettes. Adeline Goodwin will go back and serve. As you see the Hawkettes with the pink jerseys, pink hair.
Goodwin 33 sets on the season, or aces on the season. She's mostly an assist girl on the team, but she can get you points in the backcourt.
Wow, great play to keep it alive for Roush. And it's a point for Ankeny, as Urbandale sends that one a bit long, but a good play by Roush. She was nearly diving into the media table, or the scorer's table, I should say, right in front of the net, and keeps it alive. Not only does she have to keep that alive, but she has to get over the net. It's the third hit. 7-7 here in set number 2, floated, taken by Urbandale.
Oh, that was the right idea by Schrader and then Goodwin. Luckily didn't collide, but both kind of going for that same spot.
Yeah, Coach, they're giving them some instructions. Somebody was not in the right spot. Coach Wimes in for a kill. Schrader. Eight to 8 is the score. And we'll see a serve for the Hawkettes.
That was almost on the line. I'm surprised Urbandale went after it.
Reynolds floats it.
Good block.
Kept alive. Here comes Ankeny. They're going to set it up again. Blocked. Blocked by Urbandale. Dykstra blocked by Ankeny. Who's going to win this point? Dykstra? Nope. Says Ankeny. They're going to get another shot at it. Reynolds floats it over. Here comes Urbandale. Dykstra blocked by Ankeny. Dykstra.
No.
Dug out by Olette. Blocked by Lazard. Big momentum point there for Lazard and the Jayhawks.
And the crazy thing is, I don't think anyone did anything wrong there.
No.
I mean, it was just simply who was going to get that lucky bounce. Lazard was there in time.
And now Lazard will go back to serve for the Urbandale Jayhawks. They set it up to Reynolds. Awkward angle. And that's going to be set out of bounds as it goes across almost the entire net there.
Physics don't exist sometimes.
Yeah, can't explain that. Lazard sends it over. This one's set up. Ooh, good dig. Can Urbandale get a point out of it now? Dykstra will set it to the back row. It'll be a chance for Reynolds. And blocked off of Urbandale and out of bounds. Good job by Urbandale trying to block Reynolds and give your team a chance, but that one just goes out.
Yeah, I mean, they're setting themselves up in perfect position. It just kind of depends on if you're going to get a good bounce or not.
serve from Ankeny. Here's Dykstra, and she finds a kill.
I'm sure England's going to be pretty happy about that because as soon as she hit it, she's like, I shouldn't have done it. That was going to go out of bounds. Luckily, her teammates back her up there.
Dykstra does a great job to find a kill. Back to serve is Riley Peters, 5'10" senior. Goodwin sets this one up in the middle. Reynolds taken nicely by Urbandale.
Nice save.
Ooh, big block.
That was a combined effort. That was Dykstra and Drown both in on it. Urbandale's on a roll here.
Timeout, Ankeny. Urbandale 12, Ankeny 9. More volleyball after this.
We
are
We are so much more.
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are.
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Back here to the powerhouse in Cedar Rapids. It's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Urbandale 12, Ankeny 9. It's a crucial set for the Jayhawks. Don't want to fall down. 2-0 to the defending Class 5A state champions.
It's probably the last team you'd want to fall down against. Ankeny again, eyes set on the tournament championship again. But as a champion, you play with that target on your back like you have all season long. This is a big set right here to see if Urbandale can take one back.
Jump serve for Peters, taken by the Hawkettes. Here's Reynolds. Yep.
She's been a little quiet here to start this second set. I'm sure she even knows that she's got to pick up the slack a little bit, able to get right in front of it there.
Wallace is in. She'll play the front row. Also in is Fells, and she will serve. Both are IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Peters sets this one up, blocked, and down. Great job there. Not as much power on it as some would want sometimes, but you don't always need it.
It's not a powerful hitting team. They just kind of either put it in a great spot or they force Ankeny in a really uncomfortable position. It's nothing fancy, do I dare say it.
Taken by the Hawkettes. Reynolds. Hughes to Dykstra over the net. Kept alive by Urbandale for a moment, but no. Be a point for the Hawkettes.
That was perfectly placed. Hughes and Pippett both had to collapse in on it for Urbandale, just not in the right spot. Both teams finding the right holes right now.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Hawkettes as Reynolds will serve. All 8 of Urbandale's losses came to Class 5A teams, and they were all in the top 8 at the time. They're trying to not let that happen again here for a 9th time this season, as you could put Ankeny under that category. But all 8 of their losses came from 5A teams, top 8 at the time. As that serve will go into the net, and there'll be a 2-point lead again for the Jayhawks. Now, of course, some of those teams they lost to this season aren't currently ranked or did not make it down here to state, which would be the top 8 teams. But at the time of the losses, all 8 of those losses were top 8 teams.
Yeah, that's the thing. They can take care of business here. You get rid of at least one of your losses. Centennial's already been taken out. Iowa City Liberty's already taken out. Dowling could be taken out. The road kind of clears for Ankeny here, and they kind of they control their own destiny.
That's what's nice down here at the state tournament. You get a bunch of really good teams and neutral sites. You just never know. Serve coming. Taken by Dykstra. Peters. Point for Ankeny. Double hit is called on Urbandale.
We're following about the same formula that set number 1 was. A lot of back and forth. No one's really going to pull away. And even if they did, the other team was pretty good at responding.
And we've got a pause in the action. Looks like maybe some moisture on the court. So we're looking for a towel. It they're using to try to dry it up. Of course, diving after all the volleyballs sometimes, and you don't want that when you're trying to, stop and start and maybe plant your feet. You don't want that moisture on the court.
Exactly, yeah.
So we'll see a serve come in here for the Hawkettes, who have tied it at 14. Big receive, comes all the way back to the Ankeny side, trying to take the lead. It's been all Urbandale so far in this set, but can Ankeny take the lead? They cannot. As it's sent long by Carlson.
I mean, that was the right idea, and she was just a little bit off from it being that point to try to take the lead, but Urbandale's able to just kind of stay in front of things. Obviously, the Jayhawks weren't positioned there, and they catch a little bit of a break.
England will come in. She will serve, and she'll serve it from right to left. Urbandale in their blue jerseys, Ankeny in the pink jerseys, both teams with a white libero jersey. Whistle, point to Urbandale, double hit on Ankeny, and now all of a sudden, after being tied at 14, the Jayhawks have retaken a 2-point lead, 16-14. Serve assignment coming from Coach Baithke.
Nice play by Schrader.
Oh, man. Eowyn Schrader does it all types of ways and gets Ankeny back to within one.
That was like one of those awkward hits right off the top of her hand.
Serve coming for the Hawkettes, and it's into the net. Adeline Goodwin serving. That one goes into the net. It'll be a point for the Jayhawks, who are back in front by 2. 2-point lead here, 2-point lead there. Ace serve.
Good effort by Stevens, but that's just continuing to be Urbandale's bread and butter. That's Nepper. She's doing a great job on her serves right now, keeping Jayhawks in front now by 3.
Lauren Nepper with that ace serve, an all-around athlete for Urbandale. She was a state track participant this past spring, now here at the state volleyball tournament with Urbandale, and Urbandale is going to have a 4-point lead, 19-15.
Everybody was looking around at it. Coach Wims wants a timeout, try to reset his group.
Timeout on the court, 19-15 Jayhawks. We're back for more state volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. It's the Alliant Energy Powerhouse here in Cedar Rapids. Great facility for this state tournament. You couldn't ask for much better as they do a great job. Of course, you have the hotel that is attached, which makes it convenient for the staff and the teams. And then you have this beautiful venue, multi-purpose arena here at the Powerhouse. They use it for a ton of different things. Schrader kills it, and the Hawkettes are back to within 3.
She's been able to keep them in it here in this second set. Urbandale's been trying to get away, but Schrader, the sophomore, keeping them on her toes. Granted, she's going to the bench now, so we'll see what happens.
And we'll see a serve coming for the Hawkettes, who trail by 3. Dykstra's blocked. Urbandale will get another shot back to Dykstra. Doesn't miss this time.
I mean, they're just able to put it right where it needs to be. Ankeny not really closing in as well as they did in that first set. Now, granted, the roles have switched. The Jayhawks now have a little bit of a lead here, nearing toward the possible end of the set. We'll see if Ankeny can respond.
Sent over by Lazard, set up to Reynolds. We haven't talked about Reynolds as much over the middle portions of this set, number 2. And Dykstra over her head keeps it alive. Might turn into an Urbandale point. Ankeny says not yet. Peters sets this one up. Blocked. Dykstra's blocked. Huge one there for the sophomore, Roush.
I give credit to Urbandale's Riley Peters. She came all the way across the court, slid into the bench almost to make that play. But nice job by Ankeny on the other side to make sure they jumped on the opportunity when they saw it.
First state tournament appearance for Urbandale since 2017, and they're trying to make it count here in set number 2, trying to even our count at a piece. Set apiece. Olette, free balls to the Urbandale side. Dykstra, big block for Ankeny. Ankeny blocking Dykstra has been what has kept the Hawkettes in this set, and they send this one long. Hawkettes, Urbandale by 4. Urbandale honestly might have run away with this set if they wouldn't be blocking Dykstra as well as they are.
Yeah, I mean, the defense has picked up on both sides, especially up in the front. It's something that's keeping Ankeny here in this set right here.
9 times have the Urbandale Jayhawks been to the state tournament. Mentioned their first one since 2017. And Ava Reynolds says, I'm going to kill that one.
That's our 9th kill of the match so far. Her and Dykstra now tied in kills. They've both been trading blows. Hawkettes not going away easy here in set number 2.
Fell back in. She will serve. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com as Fell will serve. It's a little bit of a hop, step, and a serve over. She got the service assignment from the bench. And a kill.
Good effort by Stevens, but once again, Urbandale's got it right where they want it, and that's all Dykstra. Now she has a chance to, if she can string a couple together here, set Urbandale ahead.
10 kills for number 10, and she will jump and serve. And that's an ace. Ace serve for Lily Dykstra, her second, and it's now a 2 more points needed for the Urbandale Jayhawks to tie us up at 1 set apiece and ensure that we play 4. I would not be surprised if we play 5. Or will somebody win 2 and 3? Urbandale's got to finish off 2 first.
Nice. Good save by Urbandale.
Battle for it at the net. The Ankeny bench wanted a whistle, and they're going to get it. Yes. They wanted a back row attack. They got it. So that's a back row attack. They're saying that somebody from the back row attacked that volleyball in front of the 10-foot line. And that's what the Ankeny bench was yelling for, and that's the call they got. So they're going to have the captain go over, Dykstra, to ask the official.
I mean, Ankeny's coaching staff knew it right when it went across, trying to argue it.
And so the R2 was explaining it to the coach. Dykstra got the explanation from the R1 and then was coming over and also talking about it. And now we got to make sure we get our they get the substitution correct as well. As the R2 does that substitution, but she was explaining to Coach Bathke. Oh, she stepped on the line.
Couple mistakes here late, costing Ankeny here in this set. Sets Urbandale up for the match point.
Hannah Bayer in serving for Ankeny, and she stepped on the line. 5'9" junior into the back row. She'll help out with that one. Here's Schrader. Sends it to the Urbandale side. Urbandale 1 point away from knotting us at a set apiece. Can they do it? They're going to have to dig out a Schrader kill first. Cannot be done.
I tell you what, every time Urbandale has a big chance to really pull away, and in that case take the set, Schrader has been right there every single time.
24-20, and the Hawkettes will need to score 4 straight if they're able to send us to extras here in set 2. A tough task to do against all the great hitters for Urbandale. Kept alive. Ankeny, Schrader, can she keep him alive again? From the 10-foot line. Battle for it at the net. Won by Ankeny. It'll be a point for the Hawkettes.
That was just Lazard versus Schrader. Who could, knock each other out right there? Lazard almost got that right over top of the net, but good effort by the Ankeny front 3. This thing's not over yet.
Still 3 more points are needed for the Hawkettes. to ensure a chance. And they are within 2 now as Urbandale sends along 24-22. Timeout, Urbandale. Hawkettes need the next 2 points coming out of the timeout. Jayhawks want to talk about it. We're back for more volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids as the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by Mid-American Energy. And it'll be the Hawkettes.
They're rolling here.
Yeah. 2-point lead for Urbandale, but it's one of those 2-point leads where the Hawkettes can make 0 mistakes. Any mistake will give Urbandale the victory, but we're within 1. Schrader again. Aowen Schrader has been the go-to. It was Reynolds in set number 1. It's been Schrader here in set number 2. And the Hawkettes still need this last point to get it where they can possibly make a mistake. Obviously don't want to make any mistakes, but nope.
Wow.
Lazard says absolutely not. We're taking set number 2. They do. Urbandale 25, Ankeny, a valiant effort, comes up short, 23 in set number 2. We'll have set 3. It's 1 apiece between the 3-seed Ankeny and the 6-seed Urbandale. We'll have set 3 next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We're heading to set number 3. The 6-seed Urbandale taking set number 2 after the 3-seed Ankeny and defending Class 5A champions took set number 1. Same score in both of them, 25-23, 23-25. were the points here in set 1 and set 2. And we've seen for Ankeny, Ava Reynolds was kind of the go-to in set number 1. Schrader, as you know, Urbandale started to play defense a little bit there on Reynolds, so Schrader kind of took over in set number 2.
Yeah, I mean it's both teams have their two girls. I mean it's Lazard and it's Dykstra for the Jayhawks, and then it's Reynolds and it's Schrader for the Hawkettes. I mean that's just kind of how it's been throughout the game so far, throughout the match. But I'm excited to see what set number 3 brings. Set number 3 was the turning point in our last game, Centennial Pleasant Valley. So see what it brings.
And of course for Urbandale, you have the big 2 of Dykstra and Lazard. And they start with the serve first. Good block up front by Lazard, and Dykstra get it back to Dykstra. Good afternoon, good night, as she sends that one straight to the floor. First kill of the set, 11th kill of the match so far for Dykstra. Hitting 308 between the 2 sets, and that one's going to be long. Great job by the back row of Ankeny. They followed that one all the way to the floor, and if it was going to go in, they were going to dive and keep it up. But good heads-up play by the senior in the back row.
Yeah, it's been very impressive on both sides. Senior leadership, plus with so many young ones. And by young, I just mean juniors, but
that one lays in. Point Urbandale.
I think it's crazy so far for Urbandale. All 15 of the team's assists, all done by Riley Peters. She has been unbelievable so far in setting up her teammates like she's done all season long.
Over 1,000 career assists for Peters. She had 873 coming into this tournament. Ava Reynolds. What a windup and a murder there. Substitutions coming in for the Hawkettes as their normal 2 in this part of the rotation, as Fells will come in and serve, and Wallace will come into the front row, both IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Peters will set it up to Dykstra, and Dykstra says right back at you. As she kills that one, 3-2. 800, as I mentioned, 873 assists this season for Riley Peters. She was a first-team all-conference setter. Also added 33 blocks and 184 digs to go along with those assists, so she'll do about everything she can to help Urbandale win, and Reynolds will have back-to-back kills, gets her up to 11. So Dykstra with 13 kills. Reynolds has 11 kills. Those are the top 2 on both teams.
Schrader's right there with them. I mean, she's hanging tough.
Schrader with 9 kills. Lazard has 4, though Lazard has made much more of an impact in this game than she's had a really big impact in the game. Another one for Dykstra. She's up to 14. Lily Dykstra, 14 kills. She will serve to Schrader. Over the net, taken by Hughes. The back row, Dykstra, good job. Ava Reynolds from the 10-foot line, just not enough to get over the net.
I mean, Urbandale staying in front, and Ankeny just not getting to their positions on defense, it seems, as quick. The Jayhawks are jumping at every opportunity they get.
Dykstra sends it over. Ace serve. Her 3rd of the match. Lily Dykstra, 14 kills, 3 aces, and she'll continue to serve as Urbandale leads 6-3, and have all the momentum so far in this match. And another point coming for Urbandale. If you're the Hawkettes, what do you got to do here?
It's almost just kind of, you got to regroup. They're taking a little bit longer of a time here in their huddle. Just kind of get together here. You got to keep your emotions low and make sure your momentum's still there. Dykstra's causing problems, and Coach Williams says, oh, I thought he was going to take a time out there. He's trying to get a little bit of a message across, but just got to settle in. You've been here before.
I believe they're going to credit Dykstra with her 4th ace. They will. Timeout Ankeny. It's a 5-point lead for Urbandale. They lead the defending champions 8-3 here in set 3. We're back for more volleyball next.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Zerenegastal with you. Blake Walker along for the ride as well here on court number 2. It is the 6th-seeded Urbandale Jayhawks leading the 3rd-seeded Ankeny Hawkettes, the defending champions in Class 5A.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But the Hawkettes, defending state champs, they're a little rocky right now. Still got a lot of work to do. Jayhawks are really jumping on their every opportunity they can get here early, and it's all thanks to Lily Dykstra.
And we'll have a substitution after the timeout really quick as they're going to send Wallace to the bench area, bring Adeline Goodwin, who's been setting for them. They'll bring her back in, and the serve goes into the net for Dykstra. 14 kills, 4 aces on the night for Dykstra. That one, though, not enough mustard as it goes into the net. 8-4 is the score. Still a 4-point lead for Ankeny, and we'll see a serve coming for the Hawkettes. Blocked out of bounds.
Great attempt by Myra Carlson to try to go up against. Urbandale's just able to get the ball where it needs to be.
Hughes will serve. She's a libero. 9-4 is the lead in favor of Urbandale. Pushed over and in. Great job there by Nepper.
It's all Urbandale right now. I think Ankeny, you take that time out, but you got to just settle back in, get right back to your bread and butter, Reynolds and Schrader. And almost right on cue.
Yeah, that's going to be a point there for Ankeny. They're back to within 5. The reason why Wallace came out and Goodwin went in, hopefully maybe just some tape or something, but Wallace back to the dressing rooms. She's going to get looked at for something. So the trainers, great training staff here in Cedar Rapids. Of course, the teams usually have their own trainer with them as well. And we'll see a whistle and a point for Ankeny. So Jessa Wallace, the junior, has gone back to the locker rooms with some sort of injury here for Ankeny, so we'll keep an eye on that. 10-6, a 4-point lead for the Jayhawks. Lazard sends this one over. They wanted a double hit called against Ankeny. The Urbandale bench did. They did not get it. Nepper sends one over the net. And Schrader, there she is. She finds a kill.
That's a tough play. She's not right up on the net. She's pretty far back, almost past that 10-foot line. She's making plays from far out. It's keeping Ankeny in it.
Serve will come for Goodwin. Lazard. And she is hyped up with her team. The double fist bump there for Lazard. She's earned it. And she hit that one really hard. 11-7. Lazard 5 kills in the match now for the Jayhawks.
That's the tough thing. Dykstra's already been hard to counter. Now Lazard's starting to pick it up. Ankeny has 2 people they got to try to go after.
Schrader with an attack. Nepper over. Goodwin will set. Good job by Urbandale to keep that one alive. You're not sure if that's going to be in the back row or if it's going to go long, so you might as well just play it. And now will it turn into an Urbandale point? Nepper, no, blocked by Ankeny. Kept alive. Here's Schrader. No, it's too far into the net.
She knew it too. She knew it right when she was going up for it. Just not enough on it. Not enough backhand on it. That's a tough spot for Schrader.
Point for the Jayhawks. They will serve, and it will go out of bounds. So a service error on the Jayhawks will give the side out to Ankeny. And Olette will come back in, the senior, and she will serve. She's an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Wallace has made it back to the bench area for Ankeny, so that's a good sign, but she's still with the training staff trying to work something out over there on the back of the bench for the Hawkettes, as Ava Reynolds is continuing to be Ava Reynolds.
So one thing I'm starting to notice, Reynolds, obviously one of the top. You know, great power. She can get it across the net, really forces Urbandale to make a couple mistakes. Schrader, on the other hand, again, a lot of power. Hers are a little bit more sporadic. Both bring big things to the table. Urbandale catches another break there with an arid ball right there for the Hawkettes.
13-9 is the score in favor of Urbandale, who will serve Reynolds from the 10-foot line. Taken nicely by Hughes. Here's Dykstra. Watch out. Peters will set it up to Lazard. Lazard went Lazard, Peters, Lazard. Now back to Ankeny. They'll kind of just freely give it to Urbandale. Dykstra. And that one's long. Roush, a sophomore, with a kill attempt, an attack, but she sends that long. Roush is going to be a player we're going to talk about for years to come. 5'11" sophomore, and it's just starting to get into the swing of playing some big minutes for the Hawkettes this season. 5-point lead for Urbandale, make it 6, as Lazard is fired up, and she should be.
I mean, she's finding every correct spot, and Ankeny really doesn't have a response for her right now.
Serve, Nepper.
It's a bit of miscommunication there by Stevens. Good save by Reynolds to keep it in.
Yeah, tough play there for Reynolds. Dykstra does her thing. Kept alive by Roush, but it's going to turn into an Urbandale point. But don't let the Urbandale point there take away from what Roush did to keep that play alive.
I was going to say, just the ability to keep it in, and it just so happened they got it right to Dykstra. Still great effort by Ankeny.
Timeout Ankeny, as the Jayhawks are starting to pull away in set 3. 16-9 the score, 7 points. We'll take a break as well. We come back for more volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Sarah Negestal with you. Blake Walker is along for the ride as well. 16-9 is the lead for the 6-seeded Urbandale Jayhawks. They're trying to join the 8-seeded Johnston Dragons that upsetted #1 overall seed Iowa City Liberty in the first quarterfinal over on court #1. As upsets here this week, but still a long ways to go in this one. Just upset alert, maybe. Be on alert, but definitely nothing decided yet, as Ava Reynolds says we're still here. Her 14th kill of the match.
I'm sure that's who everybody in Ankeny wants to see get going, is Ava Reynolds. Obviously, she's been great in the kill category, but been a little quiet, it seems like, as of late, trying to get her team back into the set here.
There's a strike out by Dykstra, so back-to-back points for the Hawkettes of Ankeny, and they're back to within 5, 16-11. And we see a serve coming for Carlson, 5'11" junior. Battle for it at the net, kept alive by Harpenau. Reynolds, dug out by Nepper. Peters gives it to Dykstra, who sent it over. Reynolds out. They ask for a tip. They do not get one. Again, Reynolds, one of those leaders, she knows to at least ask for it. Not always going to get what you ask for, but you at least ask, right?
Yeah, I mean, they set it up right. I mean, Ankeny, that's the thing. Like, it's just kind of going back and forth. Both teams are doing their assignments right.
Reynolds blocked out of bounds. Dykstra. Go out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Hawkettes. Hey, Wallace is back. That's a good sign for Ankeny. She's not walking 100%. You can tell still a little ginger. It looks like a right leg. She's a little ginger on the right leg, but at least she's back in. That's a 6-foot body that Ankeny likes to have in for that situation right there, trying to block it. That'll be a point for Urbandale.
It's hard to do much about that. I mean, that thing is coming off her hands so quick. Ankeny can only do so much to try to stop it.
Tara Peppett is in. Haven't seen a whole lot of Peppett. 5'7" senior is in here for Urbandale.
Nice save by Hughes.
And that gives them a couple of different options. We'll talk about that. We've got a point coming, double hit is called on Ankeny, so it'll be a point for Urbandale. But with Peppett in, it gives them an opportunity. You mentioned Riley Peters has done all of the setting so far for Urbandale, but now with her serving, Peppett gives them another option to set if they need to. And Wallace just dumps it, but it goes long.
It was a heads-up play by Wallace. She knew what she wanted to do, just a little too far, trying to backhand it back across. Right idea, though.
It's an 8-point lead for the Jayhawks of Urbandale over the Hawkettes of Ankeny. Wallace will set. Reynolds takes. Now Riley.
I tell you, it's almost every time the Jayhawks have that big opportunity and Ankeny thinks they're ready there defensively. Dykstra just comes up, makes that big play. The Hawkettes just being caught off guard here in set number 3.
Riley Peters, 5'10", senior, sends it over. Here's Reynolds, and the kick save attempt from Drown will not work, as Schrader will come back in.
So now you got Reynolds and Schrader in the lineup here for the Hawks. You got a gap. You got to try to close it in. If you're going to come back, this would be the time to do it.
Dykstra kills it.
Unless Lily Dykstra has other things to say about it.
22-13, 18th kill of the match for Urbandale's Lily Dykstra. As Coach Key will go over there and give her the service assignment as she's serving now. And Schrader into the net. She's caught in the net. They're playing with only 5 right now, and it's going to be a point for Urbandale as the Jayhawks had Schrader was caught into the net, and she's kind of laughing about it, but that's a big point for Urbandale.
Because that was almost her area. I mean, she would have been right over there. Unfortunate situation for Schrader just to get caught.
Schrader stuck in the net. Ankeny was playing with 5. It was 5-on-6. You don't see that in volleyball very often. Like a power play for the Jayhawks, and now they're 1 point away from taking set number 3.
It's a heck of a 1-2 punch with Nepper, and then Peters was up in there. Urbandale's on a roll right now.
Dykstra serving, trying to finish it off. 24-13. It's into the net, and Ankeny will stay alive. Still a 10-point lead. They're going to need to score 10 straight points to send us to extras here in set 3.
But we saw Ankeny make a little bit of a rally there late in that second set to try to get back in with Urbandale. So
Stevens will serve. Lily Stevens. And it's in. Urbandale wins it 25-14 as the 19th kill of the match goes on the board for Lily Dykstra. 25-14. The Urbandale Jayhawks are trying to make sure that we have a new champion in 5A. We'll see if they can do it, or can Ankeny make a run when we come back next.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly
At your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Hey fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan that QR code right there on your screen right now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. 25-23 Ankeny in set 1, 25-23 Urbandale in set 2, 25-14 Urbandale in set 3. That sets us up for a set number 4. It's a win or go home set for the 5A defending champions Ankeny. It's a win and on to the semifinals for Urbandale as the 6th seed if they can win. One of the things I want to mention is I just saw after the coaches got done talking to the Ankeny Hawkettes, everybody was starting to walk back onto the court, and Lexi Stevens said, no, stay here. She's a senior on this team. She's a leader on this team, and she was down, and she was looking at every single one of her teammates, and she was firing them up. She wasn't obviously yelling at them, not mad at them, but she said, a senior on this team, she was firing them up. It was a player-only meeting there for Ankeny before they came back onto the court, and I can only guess she was saying in that huddle that, hey, we have to win, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, they have to. Urbandale's crowd is in it. Their bench is in it. Everybody's in it on that Urbandale side. Ankeny's going to have to find their own momentum right here.
And Stevens trying to give them some momentum. She'll keep it alive there. It's the sophomore Roush who will push it over for the Hawkettes. Now it's the libero on the other side, Hughes. Back to Roush. That one was tipped, and it's going to be a point for the Hawkettes.
I'd say that's pretty big when your sophomore is the one coming up big here in this third or in this fourth set. Ankeny has to get some momentum rolling and quiet Urbandale down just a little bit.
Olette will serve. The jump serve over the net. Set up Peters to Dykstra, number 20. 20 kills for Lily Dykstra, 4 aces. And she nearly has a set worth of points herself.
I mean, she's doing it all right now for Urbandale, and nobody else is really even coming close.
Lazard has 6 kills. She was serving there, and Reynolds sends it long. Will be a point for Urbandale. You also see Nepper with 4 kills. And Lazard will continue to serve for the Jayhawks, who lead 2-1. Set up to Reynolds. Blocked at the net. Can they keep it alive? It's going to be, I believe, a lift.
Well, that was almost a really good dig by Dykstra.
So the lift is called. point Ankeny.
I almost feel like this is one of those sets where Ankeny's, if they want to get ahead, they got to get ahead early, and you got to start cruising early. Can't really afford to go back and forth for too long.
That'll be a ace serve for Carlson, the junior, as Ankeny will dance about it. It's a cool, every team has their own little ace celebration. Every team does something differently, and Ankeny with a little dance together. And Urbandale's dancing as Dykstra has her 25th point. 21 kills, 4 aces for Dykstra in this match. Ankeny will set to Reynolds, and there's a big one for Ava Reynolds, who says, hey, I have 17. She's right up there as well. 17 kills, 3 aces for Ava Reynolds, as Wallace is back in. Still a little ginger, but they need her in the middle. She does a great job setting when she's into the front row for Ankeny, and Wallace is back in. Also back in as an IMT substitution is Fells, who is doing the serving. Peters to Dykstra, 22.
So she's still got a while to go. It's possible that she can do it, but the record for kills in a game for Class 5A goes to Acacia Brown of Cedar Falls when they faced Waukee in 2019. 34 kills in a single match.
Yeah.
She's only 12 away from tying it.
And that will be a double hit called against Ankeny. Yes, that would be a lot for her if we went to a game 5, possibly. I'm pretty sure that was either a quarterfinal or a semifinal match when it was set. 5-5 as the serve will go into the net. And we'll see a serve coming from Reynolds. Over, taken by Dykstra. Ankeny looking for a double on Urbandale. They did not get it. Peters will set to Nepper. Good job by the Hawkettes keeping it alive here. Schrader goes off the side of her hand, and she kind of like,
she had a reaction like, I did not think that was going to come off like that. Just kind of a shocked expression on her face.
Cedar Falls and Dowling Catholic are doing battle in the 4-5 game across the way. They're in set number 2. Cedar Falls, a pretty storied program. That goes long from Schrader. Asking for a tip, no. 7-5, 2-point lead for Urbandale. Coach Matt Johnson and the Cedar Falls Tigers across the way. They always have a huge crowd. Of course, Cedar Falls just about an hour away.
Anywhere they go.
Yeah. Kept alive by Urbandale from the back row, Dykstra. They will set to Reynolds from the 10-foot line. She sends it into the net.
You just can't get in a position if you're Ankeny for trying too much. Your first set was really good. You just got to stick to that and keep going back and forth, keep playing with it.
Serve for Hughes. Here's Schrader.
Whew. There's what you want.
That was a rocket.
If you can keep doing that, you set yourself up in a great position.
8-6 is the lead now for the Jayhawks. The Hawkettes will get one back as that was a huge point.
Definitely feel like aces is where Ankeny has to take advantage here. They haven't really gotten a ton today. Those could be crucial points.
Oh, man, Lazard gets a side out just when Ankeny was maybe finding a little momentum. Lazard gets the side out for the Jayhawks and a 3-point Jayhawk lead. Sarah Inglet is in. She will serve. They're in the blue jerseys. Schrader.
She's keeping them in it right now. Yeah. I mean, she's finding her position. A lot of her points have come from that far side, but that time she was in the middle.
9-7 is the score. And we'll see a serve coming from Goodwin. Peters to Dykstra in the back row. Kept alive by Roush. Here's Schrader. She's going to keep him in it.
I mean, that's her 13th kill in the match so far. Starting to figure it out. The sophomore's coming up big here for the Hawkettes.
17 for Reynolds, 13 for Schrader. And as you mentioned it, Aowen Schrader, just a sophomore. And she's blocked this time. Peters and Lazard are hyped up after a big block.
They weren't going to let him have it 3 times in a row. That time Lazard and her teammates stepped up huge there to shut Schrader down.
Here in set number 4, Ankeny has got to have this set to send us to a game 5. Schrader in. And right now it's the Aowen Schrader show as she finds another one.
So now we'll see who's the next one to step up. Schrader subs out. Now it's up to Ankeny to find that next person who steps up big for the Hawkettes here.
And Olette will serve. Taken by Urbandale. Here's Lazard. Dug out by Stevens. And it goes to the bench of the Urbandale Jayhawks, and it'll be a point for the Hawkettes, who say not so fast as we're tied again at 10. Who's going to win the middle portion? It's usually a pretty good telling of who's going to win the match. If you can get a lead going into the 20s, when you get to the 20s, it's always good to have that lead at that point. Reynolds down the line, was it in? And it was.
Tell you what, Urbandale's looking a little bit more laxed here. That momentum's starting to shift Ankeny's way from help from their 2 sophomores, and then that time Reynolds stepping up big.
Reynolds with a huge kill, her 18th. Peters will set to Dykstra, blocked, and it landed in. The block lands in on the side of Urbandale, and here come the Hawkettes. They lead by 2 here in game 4.
Coach Bathke might be looking at a possible timeout. I mean, she's done this for a long time. I'm sure she has a lot of faith in her players. Urbandale's going to have to do something here. And just like that,
they get a point back. 27 seasons as a head coach, 22 of them at Urbandale. She's won 573 matches to just 258 in her time at Urbandale. 654 to 327 in her 27-year career. That one beautifully placed on the line by the sophomore Roush.
Ankeny's really starting to hit the lines, and it's forcing Urbandale to really question if they should go after the balls or not.
Both of these teams won by 3-0 sweeps in the regional tournament. So playing a game 4 for the first time in the postseason for both of the teams. Pushed over by the Hawkettes, kept alive.
Nice block
by Urbandale, but the Hawkettes will get a point. 3-point lead. You know, one of the things we mentioned earlier is these teams playing, you got to keep playing, and part of that is because with the 2 courts back-to-back, there's 2 whistles going on.
Yeah, and I think Peters did it over here on this right side. She thought she heard a whistle and just kind of stopped. It didn't affect play that much.
No, it doesn't, but that's because the players are so good, as Reynolds will find another kill, a 19th kill now for Ava Reynolds. The players are so good and just keep going, keep going, keep going. Timeout, Urbandale, 15-11. It's a 4-point lead for the Hawkettes, trying to send us to a decisive game 5. 4-point lead. We're back for more volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back here to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. 15-11 is the score in favor of the Hawkettes, and they will serve. with Carlson. Dykstra off a block and out of bounds, so a tip by Urbandale, a tip for Ankeny, point Urbandale.
It's 24, 10 away from tying the record, and on pace that this match is headed to, you never know, but I tell you what, I'm so impressed by Ankeny. I mean, for a while there, it looked like Urbandale was just going to take off, but the Hawkettes have responded in a huge way.
Harpenau finds a kill. We haven't called her name for a little while, but she's able to get one there. Her fourth kill of the match, and it gives the Hawkettes a 4-point lead. Now, if you're Ankeny, you have all the momentum right now. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to get this high-energy team of Urbandale.
Nice save.
The momentum back. Yeah, good job there by Olette. Pushed over by the Hawkettes. Can they kill it with Dykstra? She just lays it over. Wallace will set. Harpenau in.
Ankeny, how are we feeling? What a huge play by Harpenau.
5-point lead now for the Hawkettes. Back-to-back kills for Harpenau. And the serve will come once again from Fells. Dykstra. No, another point for Ankeny. 6-point lead. We mentioned if you're Ankeny, you have to keep the momentum up because this Urbandale team is a high-energy team. And if they get momentum,
not letting Dykstra move where she wants to go.
Ace serve. Maddie Fells with the ace. Her second ace of the match. Timeout, Urbandale. It's all Hawkettes. 19-12. Back for more volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
and we are
Obsessively,
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Sarah Negastal with you. Blake Walker is here as well. 19-12 is the score in favor of the Hawkettes, who are serving. Dykstra, long, no tip. Urbandale asked for it, and it's an 8-point lead for the Hawkettes. Now, if you're Ankeny, you need 5 more points to send us to a game 5.
The vibe from the beginning of this set to now for Ankeny is unbelievable. Lexi Stevens hyped her team up in the beginning while they were still down. She's still excited now to this point. Ankeny's on a roll, and Urbandale doing everything they can to shut it down. There's a good play by Stevens again.
Urbandale wanted a double hit called on Ankeny. They don't get it. Dykstra, that one's in. Doesn't miss with that one. Good kill for Lily Dykstra. She's at 25, and she gets to go back and serve. 4 service aces so far.
This is a dangerous spot for Ankeny.
Ava Reynolds. Block of the net. Ooh, kill. 20-14.
Ball's starting to find her again, and that's huge because she'll go right back to serving. If you're Urbandale, I don't think you couldn't have asked for a better spot right here from where Dykstra's at.
And it's a point for Urbandale. Here come the Jayhawks. 20-15. And
I don't think Wims liked that.
No, neither did Reynolds, the captain, as she goes over to get the explanation from the R1. And Coach Wims I don't think he liked the explanation he got, but he got one. Reynolds kills it. That's how you answer back. You get a point yourself.
Yeah, and Meredith Hughes on the backside. She's doing everything she needs to do for Urbandale, but that's just perfectly placed by Reynolds. And now Reynolds in position here to serve.
That one down. Is it in the net? Nope. Kept alive by Urbandale. Over the Ankeny side, Wallace. And Schrader with a kill. That's 15 now for Schrader to go along with 20 from Reynolds. 22-15 is the Ankeny lead, as the Hawkettes just 3 points away from sending us to a Game 5.
And what an effort it's been. I mean, they were down early in this set, and it looked like Urbandale was going to cruise, but the Hawkettes are just having a response to every punch Urbandale tries to land.
That's how you win a state championship, though, is you have to weather the storm. As the Hawkettes have on the verge of elimination, they're now on the verge of sending us to a Game 5. A Game 5 to 15, and anything can happen. And pushed down by Nepper for Urbandale. 22-16. This one is not over yet, though, here in set 4. We are not guaranteed a set 5. Urbandale has had big runs today.
Maddie was so ready there for Ankeny. She just overcooked it a little bit. And now Urbandale's got a little bit momentum back here when they're serving.
A serve for Hughes. And we'll see a serve coming. Hughes. Here's Schrader. Dug out by Urbandale. The receive goes back to the Ankeny side. Schrader attacks again. Nepper. Here's the Ankeny side with Reynolds. Dykstra from the back row.
Nice rally.
Wallace sets it up. Kept alive. Wallace to Schrader. Another nice dig by Dykstra. She does it all. And
how about that?
Big block for Ankeny.
Olivia Harpenau again getting in there, and along with Wallace, too. Nice response there by the Hawkettes in that whole rally.
23-17. We'll see a serve coming for Stevens, one of the senior leaders on this team. Kept
nice
alive.
play.
Block Urbandale, it's down. 23-18. Even the bench gets into it. I saw them doing the, I don't even know the move you call it. They've had a lot of different moves there.
I'm no dancer. I couldn't tell you the dance.
Me neither. But Urbandale is excited on the court, on the bench, trying to get things going here in set number 4. Hawkettes, though, 2 points away from sending us to a Game 5.
35 aces for England. That's who you want in that position. Nice play.
Hughes in a block for Ankeny. Wallace sets it up in the middle, blocked and taken by Urbandale. Here's Lazard, battle for it. Dykstra, nice. Nepper over. The Hawkettes will set with Wallace. Here's Schrader.
Wow.
24.
Good effort by Lazard, and then I think, was it Peters over there? But Schrader's able to make the play on it, and we're 1 point away from heading to number 5. 1
point away from the day's second 5-set match, as Iowa City, Liberty, and Johnston went to 5 earlier today. Saw the number 8 seed Johnston upset the number 1 seed Iowa City, Liberty, and then now 6-seeded Urbandale and Ankeny High are 1 point away from joining in 5 sets, but Urbandale says not so fast. Schrader says, well, she hit that one pretty good, but a great save. Defensive play by Urbandale, sent long. It'll be a point for Urbandale, not out of it yet. We've seen some big runs in this game. Urbandale would need to score 5 straight to get us to 24 all.
Ooh.
And that
It's a tough spot. I mean,
Ouch.
Stevens got there in time, but again, awkward positioning to get it back up. Urbandale's got to like where they're at with Nepper back there.
24-20. Serve coming for Urbandale. And again, here come the Jayhawks. now you start thinking Jayhawks, yeah, Ankeny's going to have to talk about it. Jayhawks just 3 points away, 24-21. We have another set point coming when we come back here on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively,
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We are 1 point away from going to a Game 5, but Urbandale says not so fast that they are trying to make a run. They need 3 more, though. They needed 5 in a row, but now they need 3 more.
Ankeny wasn't ready there to try to go for a kill.
Dykstra, yes! And the Jayhawks back to within 2. Now we saw earlier in that 25-23 win for Urbandale, Ankeny made a run to try to come back and lead 2-0. Urbandale was able to weather the storm and win it. Now can Ankeny weather the storm? It's their tournament lives. Yes, we're heading to a Game 5. Who else than Schrader, who's been dominant over the last couple of sets? And we are off to Game 5. 25-22 the final here in game number 4. We'll have Game 5 for you next here on the IGHSAU Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively,
Relentlessly.
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's. Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey. Go to Casey's.
For all new breakfast.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Zara Negastal with you, Blake Walker along the way, and we are off to our first Game 5 here on court number 2. There was a Game 5 earlier on court number 1, and Game 5 is a whole different animal. 10 less points needed to win. All it is 15 You got to have minimal mistakes, because if you let the other team go on a run, it could be your season.
Yeah, you're in trouble. I mean, this is going to be a knockout, drag out. Both teams have a lot of momentum. Ankeny maybe just a little bit more. The Hawkettes want to defend their title. Urbandale would love to take that away from them. I don't know. This is going to be a close one. I think Ankeny has a little bit of an advantage just because they were able to take that last set, but Urbandale was coming on strong there to end it.
And it will be Urbandale who, in the coin toss, will be the team that will serve first. Receiving will be Ankeny High. Roush, can she have the first one? No. Great play in the back row for England. Reynolds, yes. Ava Reynolds gets Ankeny off to a great start.
They always say the stars shine bright on the big stage. This is big for Reynolds as a senior, especially, to really step up, help her team get a victory here.
Serve coming for Carlson of Ankeny. Dykstra has 27 kills so far. And there's a kill from Roush. She has her 5th.
You don't have to be a senior to be a star. That's a sophomore right there. Roush making the big play.
A couple of sophomores, Roush and Schrader, have both come up big today for Ankeny. Service out, and the Jayhawks are on the board.
Especially in these quick games or quick matches that go by quick sets. You can't make a ton of mistakes. You got to jump on every opportunity you get.
Lazard serving Roush over. Lazard will pass to Dykstra. Reynolds gets it in the air. They're going to set it up to Roush again. She floats it over. Taken by Lazard. Peters, Dykstra, 28. 28 kills for Lily Dykstra. 5 service errors on 28 kills.
Now 28 kills, impressive. 34 is the record set in 2019 in Class 5A.
Reynolds kills it. She's got 22. Hawkettes by 1. Wallace is in. And also in is number 10, Maddie Fells. She will serve. Both are IMT substitutions. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. On the 10-foot line, that's set long.
Last couple big plays and kill attempts by Dykstra have been just a little long. She hasn't been on it like she was earlier, especially in that third set.
And Fells will continue to serve. Here for the Hawkettes, and it'll be an ace serve. Here's a lead, a third of the way there are Ankeny as they're at 5-2. And Urbandale is going to need a side out.
I hope Maddie Fell's hands are all right. Lexi Stevens gave her a massive high five there trying to pump her up. Hawkettes like the spot they're in.
And there it is. Urbandale gets the side out they much needed. 29th kill of the match for Dykstra. And it'll be Peters who will serve. The setter on this team for Urbandale. Wallace to Reynolds. Kills it. 23.
It's almost like she's in her mode now. I mean, she was calling for that the entire way. She is focused. She's in the moment. She knows what has to be done. It is the Reynolds show right here in this 5th set.
6-3 the score in favor of the Hawkettes. They need 15 to win. Reynolds will serve into the net. And Urbandale is back to within 2. Going back to serve is Dykstra. So this is what you want for Urbandale. You're only down by 2, and you have Dykstra, 5 aces so far in the match. She's serving one of your better. Schrader trying to take that service away from Dykstra, though. From the back row, Dykstra. Stevens keeps it alive. Can they? No, that's on into the antenna. And it'll be a point for Urbandale, so you're now down by 1, and again, still serving is Dykstra. Into the net for Urbandale, back to a 2-point lead for Ankeny.
Both teams kind of making a couple errors here in this 5th set.
Stevens will serve. One of these senior leaders on this team for the Hawkettes, trying to win a state championship as a senior. She won one as a junior. The defending Class 5A champions on the ropes here. And the 6th-seeded Urbandale Jayhawks, first time they've been at state since 2017. Floated over by Carlson. Dykstra from the back row, out. And it's a 3-point lead for the Hawkettes.
Ankeny's doing a great job of moving within that line right there close to the net. That's really forcing Urbandale to go to places they don't want to go when they're trying to get a kill.
Serve coming for Stevens.
Oh, Schroeder knew it too.
Yep, she was over top of the net, so it'll be a point for Urbandale, a big point for the Jayhawks. As Hughes will be back to serve. Meredith Hughes, 5'6", senior libero, will serve. And Hughes with a sprawling play to keep it alive. Nepper,
oh my goodness.
Back to back, both liberos selling out. Oh, Hughes again. Lazard.
Oh my goodness.
Ankeny. The liberos are showing off. Both Stevens and Hughes make big plays. But it's the Hawkettes.
That is what the state tournament's all about. I mean, you are not giving up any inch. The motivation's there. What a job by both teams.
9-6 the lead for the Hawkettes. They're closing in on a return trip to the state semifinals. Lazard trying to keep Urbandale alive. She will get a point there, 9-7.
Lazard's efficiency has been really good today. Usually when she can get it across the net, she's going to be crucial here in these last couple points.
A 2-point lead for Ankeny. Stevens. And it's going to go behind the official. Will be a point for the Jayhawks. They are back to within 1. 15 points might not be enough.
I was going to say, the more we keep going back and forth, really shows how uncharacteristic that 3rd set was. This is getting crazy.
Timeout, Ankeny. It's 9-8 in favor of the Hawkettes. Both teams want to talk about this one. We'll be back right after this.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Back here to Cedar Rapids, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Ankeny wearing those pink jerseys here, 9-8. We talked about it earlier this year. They did their pink out game against their crosstown rivals in Ankeny Centennial, and the two schools together, over $8,000 raised for a breast cancer awareness organization. Pretty cool to see. Want to make sure we recognize them for that great achievement. Here's Schrader, finds the kill. And that's another great achievement. And Schrader and the Hawkettes have reached the 10th point. They're just 5 points away.
So big. She's been huge today for Ankeny.
Olette will serve. Taken by Urbandale.
Whoa!
Received all the way back to Reynolds, who slams that one down. Timeout, Urbandale. Ankeny 4 points away from the semifinals. Urbandale needs a run. We'll find out what happens next.
We are We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively,
relentlessly
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids as the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Cedar Falls is 1 point away from setting themselves on to the semifinals. Dowling Catholic says not so fast. The teams are tied at 25. Cedar Falls won the first 2 sets in that match. Pushed over by the Hawkettes, and it's a point for Ankeny. 12-8.
That time it just kind of fell in the wrong spot for Urbandale, and that sometimes happens. Ankeny's kind of moving now if they get their position right.
Olette will serve. Taken by Neppers, and I believe Lazard was in the net. Yes, Lazard was into the net. Point for the Hawkettes, and now the Hawkettes are just 2 points away. Another timeout called by Urbandale. We're back for the end after this.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively,
relentlessly
At your service.
Back to Cedar Rapids, it's the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. And just when you thought Ankeny was down in set number 3, they lost 25-14. They have come back to take set 4, 25-22, and now are 2 points away from a return trip to the semifinals to meet up once again with Pleasant Valley. But Urbandale says, we're still here, we're still fighting, and they find a point there, 13-9. Urbandale needs a little bit of a run right here.
Yeah, got to go back to your bread and butter. You got to get right to where you need to be. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Neppers serves. Reynolds pushes it over, kept alive by Urbandale. That was could have been a match-saving receive there for the
Reynolds.
The Urbandale Jayhawks, and now the Hawkettes are 1 point away.
It's a Game 7 moment for Reynolds. She's been huge this entire set.
Serving is Carlson. Over the net. Reynolds sets as well. They give it back to her. Can she finish it? No. They keep it alive from the back row. Carlson blocked by Urbandale. Urbandale has 1. They need 4 more. They have to have 5 straight. They needed 5 straight in set 4. They only got a couple of those. Now they need 5 straight again. Lazard will serve. That's in. It's an ace. Lazard with an ace.
Perfectly placed by Lazard. I mean, it was right there just in front of the back line. Lazard says, I can maybe do this on my own.
14-11. Lazard, her first ace of the match. Ankeny a little bit out of sorts. They are going to get it over. Urbandale will be able to set it up, though. Can they get it to Dykstra? Yes, and they can, and Dykstra with her 30th kill of the match. Lily Dykstra to kill number 30. Ankeny wants a timeout. Urbandale back to within 2. It's 14-12. More volleyball next.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively,
relentlessly
At your service.
Back here to court number 2 of the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, and we have 3 of our 4 semifinalists. We are waiting for the Jayhawks or the Hawkettes, as Cedar Falls just beat Dowling 30-28 and win in straight sets. They will take on Johnston. Will it be the Hawkettes to join them, or will Urbandale make a comeback? It'll be Lazard who will serve. Reynolds, they're going to give it back to Reynolds. Can she finish it? She can! It's over! Reynolds finishes it, her 25th kill of the match. Ankeny, the defending Class 5A champions, are back to the semifinals where they will once again meet Pleasant Valley.
What an absolute match by Ankeny. What a comeback by the Hawkettes. Urbandale was in control early, able to turn it around to get right where they wanted. How about that Class 5A volleyball match? That is unbelievable. There is nothing better here at Cedar Rapids. Congratulations to Ankeny.
Fans, Casey's General Store is proud sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game. Casey's is the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for the new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's Cash, field discounts, or donations to local schools. We'll find out our Casey's player of the game after the post-game awards. Back here to courtside as we get set for our Casey's General Store player of the game. Who is it?
It's got to be Ava Reynolds. I mean, I see no other way around it. 27 kills. The senior leads her team back from down 2-1, come back and win the whole thing. 14 digs. Absolutely incredible. Wins the game on that big hit. Ava Reynolds was really hard to stop. Credit to Dykstra just falling, I think, 4 short of the state tournament tying record for kills in a game at 34. She finishes with 30. All around a fantastic match. What an amazing day. What an amazing first day of Class 5A.
Yeah, we still have a couple more matches in 4A to go to close out the evening, but that's going to do it for us right here on court number 2. For now, we have a 5A semifinal set as it's the number 8 seed taking on the number 4 seed and the number 2 seed taking on the number 3 seed. For Blake Walker and all the staff here at the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, I'm Sarah Degastal. See you later.